What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Wings of Redemption. We're back with Painkiller Already, episode 45. This is a kind of special episode we got today because most of the regulars are not here. We do have a returning member, our all-time returning guest champion, standing in from Seattle, Washington. Introduce yourself.
Lucy Blade. Bam! I like that, man. I want to get into a... Like, I want to, have intro music or something. Like,
I like
that's
the
awesome.
delay in it. You're like, oh, you're talking about me?
Yeah. We also got...
I thought he was going to continue, like, Bruce Buffer, continue the intro, but I'm pumped. Thank you.
Yeah. We also got our boy from Bama. What's up, Big Snacks?
Yes, damn it, I'm in the building. What's up, people?
So these are
These
are going to be our
looking
honorary
around
Woody and Kyle. You guys can pick and choose which one you want to be. You can put your action figures appropriately. But the special guest we have this week is from Next Gen Tactics. It is the creator of the Call of Duty Hub channel, Guns for Hire.
Hey, what's going on, people? It's good to be here. It's actually kind of exciting. It's fun to talk with these guys, especially all the stuff we talked about off air.
Yeah, the good.
And I am confirming that Guns for Hire is in his pajamas, damn it.
With a dress shirt. Pajamas and a dress shirt. Because that's all the camera picks up. No worries.
Is that like a custom-made onesie where it's just all one piece? Or
Like they put on at the fucking high school.
Nope.
yeah.
From the belly up.
But
I actually really read women's underwear. Just letting you know, putting that out there.
We actually planned on doing Painkiller Already live one time, and we were all going to rent like tuxedo with tails and top hats and sit on a couch.
Nice. Formal. Gala evening.
Yeah. All right.
You should bring the porn stars.
We were basically talking earlier when we first got into the chat about channels and people in your family that watches your channel, and you tell them not to. And this brought me a story that I wanted to tell, but I wanted to save it for off camera.
Oh yeah.
For most people to know, I'm a very outspoken guy. I like.
What? What?
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, let me collect myself.
But,
wow. Okay.
But for the most part, I tell it like I see it, and I cause it like I see it. And what happened is I have an Aunt Sandy, and she's married to like a military recruiter, and she's a real church-going lady. And her kids all are getting into Call of Duty. And my mother, which was in the store with me at the time, goes, "My son, he does Call of Duty videos. You should let your kids watch him."
Oh,
you
yeah.
should see my face like light up. 5-year-old.
You're like, no. X-Nate, no.
Do not let your kids watch this crap. It's not going to be good. They're going to have nightmares.
What happened then, Wings? Did they actually watch it?
I don't know. I was giving them the whole neck cut thing. Like, no, don't do that.
You never heard from them for 3 days because they were in church repenting the entire time. Get those images out of your head. Get the words out. He's evil.
Mommy, what's a motherfucker?
That's about the thing. Is, what's a fucking cocksucker or a mouthful of dick mean?
Then they said, you were watching me and your father last night.
What do you say? Oh.
You were watching me and your father last night. Sometimes it's shocking, but sometimes it could be good for the kids to see what it's all about. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, roughing them up.
No, I'm just kidding. And that I don't want my kids talking about that.
Let them build up the antibodies so that they can deal with it later
here now instead of one. What do you guys?
Daddy, why were you kissing Mommy there?
What do you guys think about sheltering kids?
What do you mean sheltering?
Sheltering kids, like
not letting them know the real world works. You mean?
Like real world works, like protecting them from like sex videos and bad language and violent video games. Sheltering kids, like what is your opinion on it?
Well, I'll tell you from
those are the ones that shoot up the schools, man.
You know what?
Yeah, exactly.
The schools already have something loose, man. They're a couple of sandwiches short of a picnic, if you know what I mean. A brick shy of a load. Those dudes are ready to snap. They just needed a catalyst. I'll tell you a story, a personal story, because I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm all for, letting the kids know reality and bringing them in slowly. But I'll tell you right now, I got 3 young boys, and I thought my oldest boy, who is now 8, would be ready to... I don't even put him on online. This was back when I was playing Call of Duty 4. And I thought, whatever, man. He's like 6 years old or whatever. And, you know, maybe he's old enough to sort of... I wanted him to get used to the controls, like just to the jumping in with first-person shooter games. So I brought him into a private match, just him and I, and we were just running around shooting off weapons. I wasn't even touching him. I didn't shoot him or anything. I just tried to get him used to it. I'll tell you, not a word of a lie, that night, the dude was freaked out. He was, like, hysterical. He woke up at 3 in the morning. He popped up, friggin' my wife was angry as hell at me. I got in and she's like, listen to your son. He was like, I don't even think he was fully awake, but he was ranting and he's like, Daddy, my gun won't work. All I can see is red. My gun won't work. And I'm like, and honestly, it was like, to me, every other time I was like, man, the ratings are bullshit. Who cares? Expose them to it. They see it on TV. But seriously, when I saw my son like that, I was like, holy crap, like, maybe...
Yeah, he's a noob. He's a noob.
Maybe.
I can't...
Maybe there's
Your
some...
son's a noob at Call of Duty. Like, I would be devastated.
Maybe there's some legitimacy to this, you know, that they shouldn't be exposed. And honestly, from that moment on, I have actually sheltered him. I was totally against that, you know, to a certain degree. Like, I'm not going to show him a porno, for God's sakes. But, like, anytime he has a question about anything, even now, like, I actually showed him, like, one of those videos of childbirth. And he's starting to ask. I mean, he's only 8 years old, but I want the dude to be educated. I don't want him to go up to a girl, like, when he's at the age and not know what he's doing. I want him to, you know, I want him to have a head start.
You want him to put it down. You want him to put it down. I get it.
That's it.
Yeah, you want him to know, but you don't want to give him too much information, and you don't want them to find out from the knuckleheaded friends that didn't learn anything from their parents.
That don't know shit. Yeah.
Question. I tell him the absolute truth. I tell him the absolute truth. I do not shelter him. I don't lie about it. And sometimes he gets freaked out by it, but afterwards he's okay with it. You know what I mean? But I think there are certain things, like, I mean, even like House. You know that show House MD?
Yeah.
Yeah, that show there. I mean, we've been letting him stay up because he's the oldest, right? So we let him stay up and we let him watch this show. And the other night, it was funny. They went into some sort of dream state and he was killing zombies. Right? So I'm like, that's funny. And he was freaked right out. Like, I wasn't even watching him. I turn over and he's like covering his eyes like, I don't want to watch this anymore. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, it's just like a freaking sitcom, or not a sitcom, but you know what I mean? Like, it's a TV show, for God's sakes. And for the last 2 or 3 nights, he hasn't been able to sleep. He has the light on. So I'm telling you, dude, there's some legitimacy to it, and I didn't think it was before. I was totally against it.
I got to interject here. When I was 8 years old,
do it.
I would rent VHS tapes from the horror section,
and
it wouldn't bother me at all.
From the horror section?
Yeah, I've loved horror, sci-fi.
I'm not surprised.
Well, that explains it all, man, right there.
Yeah.
That explains it all right there. That's why you're so freaking dark now.
Yeah.
No.
I was watching Look Who's Talking. Wings is over there watching some massacre shit.
So yeah. Jason Voorhees slam a flying bee into a girl's head. I mean, but the fact is what I found entertaining. I'm like, I can't sit down and watch like fucking Young and the Restless. I can't do it. I mean, no. It's like an effort in futility. I got to watch something sci-fi or horror that's not of this world, or I can't be into it. Like,
you're telling me that you watched Young and the Restless and then you decided not to like it after? Because I'd never watched it. I'm just curious. What's the show like, Wings?
Yeah.
Well, I watched bits and parts of it because.
I'm saying.
Does bits and parts mean like some seasons on DVD that you watched, or
the last season or 2? You know.
Yeah.
Come on, Wings.
Really though, Wings, you gotta understand, like, your ability. That how young were you when you watched those videos?
Shit, 5 to 8, somewhere in that ballpark.
Dude,
that's just so fucking dark.
I remember watching Carrie, you know, the Stephen King.
Yeah.
I remember sneaking out of my room when I was a kid, when I lived in a horrible part of Toronto, actually. But when I woke up or whatever, and I watched, and I saw the ending. You know, where the hand friggin' blasts out of the friggin' grave and grabs her.
Yeah.
God, I couldn't sleep for like 2 weeks. I had nightmares at the wazoo. So I think you are a unique individual. Let's put it. That's a nice way of saying it, right?
Yeah, but see, at the age of 12, I already had my first gun.
Unique.
God damn.
Because
really?
I think most kids would be freaked out, man.
Yeah.
You should like that. They're going to be freaked out. Maybe you had your head on, your shoulders early. Like, you could differentiate between fiction and reality.
Well, let me interject here. I got more terrified of videos. Like, I'd cover my face with my hands and stuff at a younger age that I lost at an older age. But I've never, maybe it's because I never experienced it. I never believed in that whole, spiel that, psychology sets in. Yes, you can have subliminal stuff like your son dreaming, and he's dreaming about playing Call of Duty, and he's still in that sleepwalk state where he's panicking.
Yeah.
But
he does that a lot.
I see this in the same aspect. You had the Hitler Youth. I don't know if you know about the Hitler Youth. Hitler Youth was basically at the age of like 10. They were training these guys to be soldiers. Straight up, they were taking them out of their house. They were
propaganda, brainwashing, giving them information or whatever they
were
got to do.
teaching them to shoot rifles. Like they would break them up into squads of 4, and they'd go play hide and seek. But when they found another squad, they had to fight each other until nobody could stand. Fist fight without gloves on.
Hey guys, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be back.
Yeah, but I'm saying that I'm like maybe there's just rare cases and people are blowing them out for proportion. Like your son, he's got maybe an overactive brain, because generally when somebody has like sleepwalks and moves around,
he is very active, dude. He's like borderline hyperactive. I'll tell you that right now.
But
crazy active.
But like he has a very vast imagination, and that's what is happening to him. That's why he takes the Call of Duty 4 stuff, and he just can't stop thinking about it. When he goes to sleep, he's still thinking about it, and his body just keeps doing it. I think that's not more for that the game is influencing him. I think he'd be influenced by pretty much anything that you gave him that was stimulus.
Because his brain is... Yeah, no, you know what? I actually see your point on that. I do see your point on that. Because you know what? Actually, if I'm thinking about it, I watched... Okay, and I hopefully this isn't being recorded. No, I'm just kidding. I know it's being recorded. My middle son, who's even younger, right?
Yeah.
I watched, Zombieland? You know the one where they... with
Woody Harrelson?
The hell is his name? Woody Harrelson. Yeah. They go and they slaughter. My middle son watched that with me, and he was like, "Are those zombies?" And he was fine. He didn't have one nightmare. That dude sleeps soundly. He's not near as hyper as my older son. And you're right. He didn't have a single dream. He didn't even mention the movie or anything else a day later. It's like it just went out of his memory. You know what I mean? Whereas my older son, he watches one thing, and it's like days or weeks, and that image keeps haunting him. Whereas my other son's like, whatever, yeah, I saw that guy chewing on her neck, and whatever, I'm gonna go and play Lego Star Wars or something, you know what I mean? So I do see your point, Wings. I think, I hate to say this, but I think I agree with you. You know what I mean?
Dude, I watched doggone the first Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th that ever came out when I was a kid. I watched that movie. Went to the movies with my brothers and my sisters. Watched that movie. Came home and ate. Laid in my bed for like 3 hours. Scared, freaking. Jimmy, did not go to sleep. Stayed up all night.
You're like, is that going to happen? Is that for real?
With the lights on. My father got up that morning and asked me, "Son, what in the hell is?" Man, I watched that movie. I think they did not let me watch a scary movie for like 3 or 4 years after that.
So you mess yourself up.
Well, now I'm not no punk, but then I was a punk like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, man.
But maybe it's conditioning, though. I mean, look at the nations like Sudan or whatever, like in very, very turbulent and violent countries in certain regions of Africa, where they actually go and they take the children super young and teach them to shoot weapons. Like they bring them into the military. I mean, the exposure to violence at an early age maybe sort of calms them, so it's not as dramatic. Like, I mean, you show a horror film to those kids, they probably wouldn't think anything of it. You know what I mean? They'd be like, whatever.
It's the same thing as The Exorcist. The Exorcist back in the day was like the scariest shit ever. Now I consider watching it and like they'd have no scare scenes in it. It's like, what? She's bouncing up and down on the bed. It's because I've come from this generation that is so attuned to seeing violence on TV that I'm numb to it.
Yeah. No, I hear you, and I agree. But I mean, don't we want to? Do we want to sort of do that? I mean, I like the reality. The way I look at the world is it's a very hostile place. No matter how you paint it, even us doing this in our comfort of our home, the bottom line is each and every single one of us is battling for comfort and survival in this, regardless as to whether or not you got health benefits or anything like that. It's an individual. At the end of the day, no one, outside is going to give a shit about your life. It's a constant fight for survival. You want that job versus the next guy. You know what I mean? As much as you love your neighbor, if you're going for the same job, you want that goddamn job, not him.
Oh, see, if my neighbor went for the same job as me, he's going to have an accident that day and might not make the interview.
Yeah. Now that's more of a wings transition right there.
Yeah.
Something would more than likely happen to the guy than the guy just not get the job. Wings flatten all his tires, put sugar in his gas tank, poison his damn dog. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, Wings would do.
I heard Wings, you could actually put him between two pieces of chain link fence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Float him down the river.
It's going a little long for a job. It depends how much the job pays.
Oh, it does it?
Yeah.
Oh my, that's friggin' hilarious.
$50,000, I might throw like a Twinkie
Blade,
over the
there?
fence.
Or are you just in awe?
No, I'm here.
You're just like, I don't know what to say to that because that is messed up.
That's a lot. That's a lot to take in right there. Yeah.
Oh
you should have seen me around when I used to work at a steel mill, and oh man, I can't stand seeing somebody go ahead of me at anything. It's like it's like that fucking cocksucker right there does not do as much work as I do, and
See, I'm the opposite. I try to figure out how to do very little work, and so I'm just like, okay.
You accept that
he probably outplayed me. He probably worked harder. That's cool. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, guys. Thanks. No. Go ahead. Go ahead without me. It's cool.
See, I always grew up
thinking, try hard mode.
I always grew up thinking if you don't give your 110%, you have no reason to bitch, and I love to fucking bitch, so I give my 110%.
And then you bitch.
Yeah, I bitch. I bitch a fucking lot. I bitch like a
dude, I ain't giving 110%. I'm still gonna bitch. I don't care. If you got an opinion, might as well voice it. It's like the same thing with voting. If you don't vote, you don't have a right to complain. Well, you know what? I think that's bullshit. Because, I know you guys are in the U.S. and everything like that, but it's the same thing up here, more or less. I know there's a different politics. I mean, you guys are crazy diehards, and usually, most part, I'm not saying you particularly, but in general, you're like crazy either Republican or Democratic, and then the rest of them are evil bastards. Up here, half the time we don't even give a shit who the hell's in power. And that's why I don't vote. I'm still going to complain because all of the dipwads and all of our parties that are running, they're all saying the same thing, and they're all going to lie at the end of the day, and they don't do really any harm or any good to our country at the end of the day, so I'm like, I don't give a shit. They're all a bunch of freaking politicians, man.
The reason I vote, so when somebody fucking fails, like Obama, I can say, yep, I picked right. Because I voted for McCain.
Right, it doesn't matter.
Obama is a weak fucking president. Super weak. He is one of the weakest presidents we've ever had in the terms of political power. And
yeah, but picking the president's not the same as picking the Knicks Heat game. Like, it's not the same thing. Like,
there's a huge difference. I mean, for example, Obama basically, I was going to say it, he got there because he's black. If he did not have this.
What is the safe word? Did we ever talk about this?
This isn't racist.
We don't have a freaking safe word for this guy, man.
Well, now.
No. But the fact is, if Obama was a white guy and had the same ideals, McCain would have destroyed him. Do you not agree?
Well, I'm not saying that you're completely wrong, and I'm not saying that, as an outsider. Listen, as an outsider, I'm Canadian. Believe me, we follow American politics very closely because what happens there ends up happening here. You know what I mean? Like the ramifications of everything and all the deals were very closely tied to you, so we all follow American politics closely. And I'm not saying that there isn't a possibility that his ethnicity would have had something to do with it. It was, look at what happened when he went into office. It rippled around the world more so than any other election. But I'm not saying that that's necessarily why he went in there. I mean, when I listen to his speech, I'm an outsider, okay? Because I'm not, and I'm not.
The man's a smart man. He
is a brilliant. His
well.
speeches are amazing. His speeches are spectacular, and he's not a dumb man at all. So I think it was his gift of word, and maybe what he promised. I mean, what people heard him promise.
And sometimes.
Well, I don't really remember.
Well,
I said,
you don't remember. All right, Big Snacks, what did he promise?
What does every president promise?
What did Obama promise? We're talking about how much his word is solid gold here.
Pull the troops out of the
same bullshit that never happens. Every president is going to same freaking lie. The country's going to end up the same way every time. It's a freaking recycle. That's all it does is recycle itself.
All right. Wings. Okay.
I got you.
What the president is like it's the face.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
the PR.
You know how everyone.
I'm not a stupid man.
He's the JD 2020 of America right now. Okay?
People
don't do.
He's got more power than like a model than what Dr. Disrespect's gonna have. He does have a veto power. And you might think there's like an Illuminati and all this other bullshit behind the scenes, which there might be, I don't know, but I'm only speaking for what I can see. And for what I see, Obama has done nothing in office. And for what I see, and the reason I
but I don't think he has like panic. He doesn't have like panic power. It's not like if someone looks at him the wrong way, he's like dead. You know what I mean? It's not like,
you don't think
it's
so?
not like that.
You don't think so? Look at
Bush. Dude. Okay, if that was
look at fucking George Bush. He wanted to invade Iraq, so we invaded Iraq, and he can do that without a war clause because he is president of the United States, and he can do it for, 60 days before having to get a clause for war?
Yeah, that dude was high the whole time he was in office, though, bro. Like, he was.
If the president wants you dead, your ass is dying.
It's quite possible.
There is power in that office. There is power in that chair.
I don't want any panic vetoes. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Like,
but
no
panic veto. Throwing his race out the thing. As a president standing alone, he's done about as much as like Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln didn't do shit till like the last year of his presidency. And I'm hoping Obama proves me wrong and does the same thing Abraham Lincoln did.
And you should do. That's exactly a good point there, Wings. I mean, you know what I admire you? I'll tell you now. I'm an outside. Listen. This is what I say. As an outsider, honestly, I admire you as Americans. I admire you for the passion, for the most part. I'm not saying every single time, but the passion you have for your president. Because I'll tell you right now, that shit does not exist here in Canada. We see our prime minister, we don't even give a crap. I mean, friggin' Harper.
Hey, not all Americans are like that. I just found out Obama was president like a week ago. So
into the US, listen, my sister worked down there. When I travel in the U.S., I see American flags on porches, on more houses. You come up to Canada, you don't see Canadian flags. You see an flag, you see a Jamaican flag, you see whatever country, wherever they're from. No one really gives a crap about Canada. It's a melting pot. But I, honest to God, admire you for the most part, for the most people when I'm driving down there. Like if I'm going to Florida or whatever, I see friggin' American flags everywhere. And when you talk about your president, put it this way. Let me ask you this, Wings. If some terrorist right now, friggin', for whatever reason, say Obama was overseas in some summit or whatever, and some fucking terrorist, and I'm sorry for swearing, but I'm getting into the moment here, but if some terrorist
took
Obama hostage, do you not, as an American, get friggin' enraged and say, this is shit?
You don't rattle a bulldog's cage. You don't do it. Japan did it, they lost. Iraq did it, they lost.
That's what I'm saying, though. Even though you have things against Obama, you would stand for his life.
I don't dislike Obama as a man. I'm just saying the better man lost the fight. I mean, John McCain, he was a war veteran. He was a prisoner in Hanoi. He has 5,000 years in politics. I don't know how old he is.
Yeah.
He's old as shit. But the fact is that man's dream to become president, and he didn't get it because Obama had the race card on his side, and he also had...
you don't know if that would have been good, though.
He also came in during a bad Republican term. McCain's Republican and Bush was Republican, and people just wanted to hate Republicans when they came in.
No, I agree with you. They want to, you know what? That's the same though. It happens up here. That's politics, right? It's not even
exactly.
It's not even necessarily who's in charge. So while your statement, see, that's going back on your statement about the fact that he was sort of African American, that he got in. Maybe that had something to do with it, but I think it was more to do with the fact that
I see that more down here because in the South it's predominantly black, and you see a lot of people. I'm voting for Obama. Why are you voting for Obama? Because he's black.
Wings, you are an awesome person.
No, I'm just saying that.
Oh, stop with the compliment.
I ask that question a lot down here because I live in an area that's 80% African American. I grew up in this area, And and you pretty much try to talk politics with these guys, and you're like, well, what's Obama's views? And they don't know. Did you watch his state of address? No. I mean, but they just wanted to support it so they could finally see history made.
If you watch, I did a gun. What is it? I think what the hell do I even call it? An 8-Ball episode. You know where I answered the questions? People ask me like.
You call it an 8-Ball episode?
The 8-Ball. You know not an 8-Ball of cocaine.
What's up, guys? Guys from Harvard here. How you doing? Okay, we're gonna play some Call of Duty.
I'm really juiced up, man. Wow. I'm talking
about. Did you see that dragon over there? Oh my god.
That'll be the Speedball edition, damn it.
Yeah.
When you shake the 8-Ball and you ask it a question, that's what I was talking about. But you're right. I know. I know the reference. But I don't even know what you're talking about now. You got me talking about cocaine, and I don't even know what the hell was.
Talking about 8-Ball episode.
Yeah, but it was something relating to what you were saying about. Oh my God, you totally threw me off. I need another burp.
How a bad Republican?
Cocaine kicking in.
Oh yeah. That's the inner addict speaking out. Fucking scratching yourself.
Okay, yeah.
Peanut butter and crack sandwich.
Hey, you know what? Hey, fellow addicts, you want to take a shot right now? I'm down. You down?
I don't have any. I got to go up. I'm just gonna bring my whiskey bottle down here. It'll be a lot easier.
Yeah. I thought you had any.
Why am I going up and down the stairs? My wife taking.
No, me and Jaeger are split screen this podcast right now. Just letting you know.
Really?
Like, yep.
I'll totally bring it because I'm recording this on my camcorder or my webcam as well. But I don't.
Come on. I gotta take a flight, man. I can't.
I turn the camera gun so it don't get your onesie when you get up.
Yeah. I say something in the wing zone. I just remember what I was saying. You're saying that these people don't know what they're talking about. I think that's the consensus of most of society. Most of society has no idea what the hell they're voting for. Most people vote simply because of what their parents vote. Their parents say, I'm Republican. This is why I hate these people. And as you grow up in that environment, you sort of tend to, in most cases, not always, but you tend to take on those roles, and you tend to hear what everyone else is saying. I guarantee you, most people that go to the voting polls have no goddamn idea what the party stands for. Whether they support, self-employment versus manufacturing versus healthcare versus private healthcare. These people have no idea. They get swept up like sheep in propaganda. You know what I mean? And it's no different. It's not just where you're from, Wings. I think it's the general nation. And I'm not talking like, I'm not in the U.S., but, I mean, it's statistical. It's probably in the U.S. as well. Here in Canada, I mean, it's ridiculous. That's why, partly, I don't vote. Half these people have no goddamn idea what they're voting for. They have no idea whatsoever.
You know what gets me red-faced mad? When I see it. I watch these Fox News.
When a ghost man pop up behind you and kill the shit out of you.
That gets my blood boiling right there, but...
When the host is in Sweden, does that piss you off? Okay.
But I'm talking about Obama did something great on his first term. He tried to push for universal health care. And every motherfucker around here was crying about it. And even I get in this argument with Kyle all the fucking time. I'm like, dude, why would you not want health care to be taxed and be run just like any other government-run thing, like the police, the fire department, the city road work? Why wouldn't you want...
Because he's a healthy person that makes hella money. That's why. Like, why would he want to pay for something? Like, why would I want to pay extra taxes so that you... No, it's not... Yeah, it is selfish. That's American, though.
But I'm looking at it this way.
Fuck everybody else.
This country was founded upon selfishness.
Yeah, fuck the dumb shit.
But look here.
You think I care about my fellow man? No.
Big guys like
get out of here.
You might make all the money in the world. 3 or 4 heart attacks back to back could clean your bank account out. That shouldn't happen. You should not build your entire life up just to have a bad bout with, like, let's say you have like a liver problem or something, you have to get half your liver took out, or just some health
bankrupt
problem,
you,
and just
bankrupt your
ass. You gotta buy pills and all this other shit. And that can
in Canada it's free, right?
Yeah, it's free and everywhere else in the world too.
Then I'm moving to Canada. I'm kicking it with guns. What's up?
It is quite disturbing to think that. Like, I mean, we watch stories all the time, and quite frankly, we are one of the highest tax countries in the world. I think we're 13th in the world in terms of taxes, and we do pay a lot of taxes. But at the end of the day, you're right. I mean, you have a heart attack, you have a stroke. The only thing you're doing is hoping to God the doctors can help you. There's no bill at the end of the day. You get whatever help you get, whatever surgery. There's nothing. There's no charging you for anything. You just get the treatment and you walk away. I mean, there's something, and I know a lot of countries are like that, like the UK, Denmark, the Scandinavia, Sweden. I mean, that's a borderline socialist republic. Like, I mean, Sweden and Denmark. I mean, those countries there, in Scandinavia, they don't even pay for college. Like, as a person or a citizen of those countries, if you want to go to university or college, everything is paid for by the state. You have zero medication. You don't even see that. You know what I mean?
That's the way it should be.
But they pay a lot in taxes, and until you can convince the general population in the U.S. to say, you know what, everyone chip in a little bit, because when you need it, it's going to be there, and you don't have to worry about it. But I think too many times the big rollers, the big people sponsoring these governments, step and say, no, you don't need to be doing that, because they're well off.
That keeps buying out votes and putting these anti-health shit out, talking about you got to stand in line, you got to wait 3 months. You know, I've never heard anybody from another country say they hated their healthcare system. And you know what I have seen? You know what I have seen? I've seen the stats on fucking bankruptcy in America.
Yeah.
Somebody got the shit on.
Nope, not anymore.
But it's 58%.
No,
it's 58% of every bankruptcy case filed in America is because of medical means. 58%.
Yeah.
That's from my boy Al Franken. Al Franken should be our next president. That's just my opinion.
Oh, Lord.
So you got something to say about Al Franken, Big Snacks? Spit it out.
Not Al Franken.
Step up to the plate. Let's do this.
Too high party.
I'm going to get my bourbon, and I'll be right back.
That's what's up. Let's do
We
this.
got about Al Franken, Big Snacks.
Man, Al Franken is crazy, man.
You don't think he'd be a good president?
Even though half of the shit he say is more partially true, but it's just his delivery. You know what I'm saying? And that's all in politics is your delivery.
That motherfucker cold.
True
he delivers
enough.
that shit cold to you.
Yeah, he delivers it cold, but most people, we live in a politically correct society. People can't accept raw facts anymore. You have to bullshit and give it to them in baby steps so they can feel better about themselves, so they can hug each other and pat each other on the back and tell everybody it's going to be all right. If you go out there and tell a little kid right now that plays football, he might suck, but if you got to go out there and tell him he's great, because his mom and dad are paying their money and they don't want their kids' feelings hurt. Everybody gets a trophy for playing freaking football because can't nobody accept the freaking truth anymore. And that's the society we live in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody,
Good job, Johnny.
our country is a bunch of sissies. We soft as hell and we going to shit in hell in a handbasket because we suck. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell people the truth anymore.
No, you guys have a great nation. I just think, you know what's awesome about it though? As powerful as you guys are, and this is the way I look at it, as a business. I look at the United States as a business, and as powerful and amazing as you guys are in the world, because everybody, you know, knows the power of the U.S. Nobody, no country in this world doesn't know the power of the U.S. But the beauty of it is that you still have room and decades ahead of you where you can improve the country. It's only going to get better. That's the way I look at it. I look at it.
It's never going to get better until they outlaw medicine on TV and things of that nature.
But they're going to do that, though, man.
They're
I mean,
not going to do that. There's too much money into it.
I'm an optimist. You're a guy who shoves people between chain link fences. But together, I think we can create a great America. You know what I'm saying, Wings?
There's a happy medium in between those two.
No,
yeah.
but the fact is, they have to take the fucking Viagra and shit off TV. There's no reason.
Who is that hurting?
No. Listen. There's no reason.
It's hurting the old man because he won't be able to get
No. Here's the thing. Why do you need medicine advertised on TV? Answer me that.
Because it's business, and
because it's a business. Like,
you know what? It's funny you mentioned Viagra. I get those goddamn emails spam from my website every day.
Why do you need medicine? Like, tell me. Like, when you see medicine on TV,
get better.
All right. When you have a problem such as peeing
you go to
or
your doctor.
an erection, you go to your doctor. What does the doctor do? He subscribes.
I don't know.
To medicine, right? He gives you a little pamphlet to take to your pharmacist. So
kind of genius. Wait, it's kind of genius though.
Why you need to see that on TV? Here's the thing: they show it to you on TV, so you go ask your doctor, so you get shit. That you
if I can't get hard, I go watch TV. It's perfect sense. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
now, how do I get this thing up?
No, come on, dude. Like, TV. Okay, first off, we all know that drugs and medication stuff like that, it's a business. It's not there's no drug that's gonna like there's not one pill that you could take that would be like, oh, everything's better, because you know what? They would never sell that because it's only a one-shot deal. It's more of a business to sell you stuff that you'd have to take once a week or once every 2. You know what I mean? Like, it's a continuous thing. So like,
why we've only cured polio and nothing else.
Yeah. It's just like, you know that we could probably make cars that can drive off of bad thoughts, but we're not able to have that because what they'll do is they'll curb it. They'll just be like, no, that's impossible.
No, because if we make cars that drive off of bad thoughts, Wings will be driving everyone's shit.
He'd have a Ferrari. He'd be like, look at my car.
Yeah. Welcome to the Wings Redemption NASCAR convention, driven by my bad thoughts.
38 cars driven by one person, and everybody's gonna crash on the final freaking lap, right in front of the finish line.
Yeah. Wings are running out of gas. Go play Black Ops for 1 round and come back to us. Okay, let's go. Boom.
Hey, I got a question. Maybe you guys can answer this, because I can't remember who brought it up, but one of you mentioned Dr. Disrespect, and I recently found out that for how it happened, I didn't even know this was actually even available, but apparently he's the community manager for Modern Warfare 3.
We can't talk
what
about
the hell?
No,
What do you mean you can't talk about that?
No, he's not. He's the community manager for Sledgehammer, and they don't even know if Sledgehammer's going to do the new one.
The reason we can't talk about that Machinima contract.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh my god, alright, I'm not going to bring it up.
That being said, though, I think Dr. Disrespect is an amazing person. Big up to you, bro. Bring back Commando.
I think Guns for Hire's trying to disrespect Slick Daddy.
No. Bring back Commando. Okay, bye. Yep, there we go. Sorry, that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Back Commando.
Is Dr. Disrespect going to do his interviews for the Map Packs as Dr. Disrespect and Slick Daddy?
No, that's an interesting question.
I respect him as a person, and he's free to do whatever he wants. I think he's going to be a great community manager.
Oh my god!
I know. I'm trying to be buddy with him. Fuck the dumb shit.
Get in good.
If I think something bad about Dr. Disrespect, they might just take the knife completely out of the game or something. Like, oh, this will show him.
I'm trying to get the knife took out of the game. What the hell are you talking about? Have your ass
Maybe
running
I'm
around
gonna
with a gun and hitting people on the head with it?
You all seem to know a lot about Dr. Disrespect, but I gotta be completely honest. I know the name, but I don't even know him. I don't know any of his videos. I've never seen any of his videos. I don't know anything about him, to be quite honest with you.
He has 126 long intros. I know him. He's a cool dude.
Yeah,
he's great.
Disrespect the shit. Him and Slick Daddy is my dudes. Slick Daddy is the coolest sidekick to have. Damn it.
Big Slick Daddy.
Hey,
Slick Daddy is the joint, man.
In all honesty, though, once you're done with the podcast, go check out Dr. Disrespect because I like it. I think it's funny.
What is his style? Like, what does he do? Like, I honestly don't know. Tell me, and maybe I'll...
Imagine 80s porn addict meth head with the mustache.
That thinks he's the best player ever to incorporate the controller.
Super troll, and talking in third person with 2-minute long intros. That's Dr. Disrespect, and it's pretty epic. Like I like it.
I'm hearing what I need to hear. I'm gonna go and check it out. To be quite honest,
yeah, his videos are very entertaining. He puts a hell of a lot of work into them. I know that.
Yeah.
All right, Big Snacks. I'm just letting you know you're not getting into Sledgehammer. You don't have to kiss his ass. It's all right.
Oh, I know I'm not getting into Sledgehammer. There's no freaking way they're gonna let it go. If I go, I'm taking Wings and JC with me. Damn it.
So I remember Woody filed for the same position as the community manager for Modern Warfare 3. But here's the question I have.
Remember reading that.
He filed late though. Like pretty much
late.
Disrespect pretty much already had it, and then, but Woody didn't know that. You know, that was all under wraps.
I didn't even know about this. How the hell are you finding this information? Where can I get more involved with this damn community instead of staying in my basement in my pajamas with my one?
Oh,
shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Dude, I'm not... Oh my god. Someone needs to be fed to the gators. I got a question too.
Are we taking this shot? Hey, are we taking this shot, man, or what's up?
Yeah, we can do a shot. Dude,
y'all just now starting to drink?
Oh, I've been drinking, bro.
Y'all better catch up.
That's gonna burn my throat. Like, this is stronger than Jaeger. This is like...
Oh yeah, I've never claimed that Jaeger was like some super potent shit.
It's 94 proof. It's like some nice, expensive bourbon. But I'm gonna do a shot with you right now. And actually, all of my subscribers can see me doing it, so I don't even know if this is legal over the internet, but I'm gonna do it with you.
You're in your own home. Hell yeah.
Shut down. All right. So on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh man, there we go.
That's a good
some hair on your balls.
Some hair on your
That's
balls.
a good.
I mean, you guys are talking like that. I mean, we had discussion last week about hair on a man. Men should be hairy. They should have chest hair. They should have back hair. They should have face hair.
Why? Why should you have hair, back hair?
Because
Shush, Snacks. I'm hearing this fella out because I'm hairy like a goddamn gorilla.
Because
and
real
I
men are hairy. Lumberjacks are hairy. Pirates are hairy. Men with positions of power are hairy.
Okay, I got my quick question. Who is so you're for the pro hairy guy. Who is the bald body guy? Who's repping that camp? They need to have some representation.
Fucking Ben
like who you are?
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm
conditioner.
Pineapple
safe
now.
Word. What's the safe word? Yeah, pineapple. But you have to think though, man. Like, who's disagreeing with you though? Like, yeah, okay, the like as you call them, the metrosexual faggots or whatever. Okay, they like shave. Let them shave. Like, I don't care. It doesn't bug me.
What kind of man shaves his body?
You look more manly.
How would you like to look like a fucking Ewok or a Munchie Chi with hair all over your fucking body? Hair on your back, hair on your chest, hair on your face.
Wait. So the one place that you should have hair, you shave it, but rest of it, like, so you're like an upside down Etch-a-Sketch, is what you're saying.
Dude, I drool on my pillows at night and I get cowlicks, so I gotta shake my hair off.
Dude, like, listen, I'm a hairy guy for the most part. I got Phoenix.
I'm hairy as fuck.
But for the parts that we all have here, I trim that shit up. I don't want it like all Amazon.
You could trim your shit up, but the fact is, if you go shave your armpits and shave your chest, shave your back, that hair is there for a reason, motherfucker. It's because you a man. You got testosterone in your blood.
Yeah, it's there for a reason, but make me feel close
to like an Amish dude.
Hey, you say I look like an Amish dude. That's
put one of them black hats on wings, he'll look like an Amish dude, I guarantee.
Everybody's seen my picture. But,
upside down. Upside down Etch-a-Sketch. There we go.
But the fact is, I got a biker beard. I'm growing a lumberjack beard.
Yeah.
It's twice as big as it was in that picture.
Like a full chop. Like.
Where is this going and where is this coming from?
I forgot.
So you came out the gate super passionate about it, and I'm like, I'm with you. Where
it's going to is this. You see these magazines with these men with the skinny ass bodies with like no body fat. No body fat is bad for you. It's unhealthy. You have like 4% body fat. Body fat.
Yeah, the women hate that. They hate that. They hate those guys that are ripped and they see the six pack. They practically vomit.
No, but you see that, but see that can only exist in the culture.
They're always getting in the way of fat dude magazines. All the fat boy magazines are always pushed to the back for all these good looking dudes.
No,
let's put out a YouTube gamer magazine or calendar.
It's back in the day, girls like a guy that was big and hairy that could protect them. Go out there and kill the fucking animal for the lunch.
Back in the caveman days.
Nowadays they want like the nails perfect. They want no facial hair.
No, women don't want to do that's too feminine though, bro. Like we could have some upkeep.
I'm telling you, the women nowadays.
Well, trying to bang like some. Come on, dude. Like,
I know there's some girls watching watching this as well, but the fact is
all
that
seven of them. Talk all 7 of those. There we go.
Do not unbutton your onesie. Keep your damn onesie on. We know you live streaming with your camera and shit over there, but you keep that damn onesie on. Or your wife come downstairs and beat the hell out of you.
See, my goatee is friggin' getting longer and longer. I'm getting ready. Now you're talking, this is what I want to say to you. You're talking about a big Viking beard. Now, my goatee is getting long. I'm about to braid and put dreads in this. Now, does that put me in metrosexual sort of status? You know what I mean? Is that like buffing my nails and stuff? Because I'm going to put like beads and dreads in my beard.
Metrosexual is when you actually go into your bathroom and wonder which conditioner you should use.
But I use a conditioner on my beard. I'm just saying, dude. I want it nice.
You know what I do to my beard? I brush that bitch out.
That's hair, dude. You have to wash it.
You wash that shit with soap.
That's on your face.
You have to keep it clean and shit.
You wash your face. You take the
these damn soap users. I'm so sick of these clean soap using condition cleansing bastards.
Honestly, the first thing I do when I get in the shower, I put shampoo in my beard. I rinse it out, and then I put the conditioner in, and I let it sit in there the entire time I'm washing the rest of my flabby-ass body. So that when it comes out, silky smooth goatee. You gotta respect your beard, Wings. You gotta respect your beard.
You should, my beard is bigger than yours in 2 weeks of growing it.
What? Yeah, but you're talking about the whole stuff.
Beard off right now.
I will win a beard off all day.
The Guns and Wings beard off. Now we're going for the
beard off.
We're going for the beard. You know what? I'm gonna have to post a video. Apparently, we're on the beard off.
Yeah, the beard off.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going for a ZZ Top beard, too, so you out of luck.
Dude, you know what I wanted to grow? A Gandalf beard. I totally wanted a Gandalf beard.
I can't do the mustache. Like he said, I look like an Amish guy. Mustache, I can't have the patience to trim the bitch, and it gets in my mouth.
So you're talking all smack, but you can't handle the full, manly, Magnum PI shit.
No, I can't handle
what I mean?
Are you ready? Are you ready for the beard off?
Are you ready for the beard off?
Wait, can you even grow a beard?
Dude, I have to shave twice a day.
We should so see Blade with a beard. Who wants to see it?
Dude, Blade,
no,
come on.
No, because I gotta stay pretty, man. Like, I can't be all pretty. I gotta stay pretty.
He can't be in the club looking at the ladies.
Yeah. Looking like a castaway. Looking like a castaway and shit. Like, when did you get on the island, buddy?
Like a complete freak, because I'm already married, and, you know I shouldn't say I don't give a shit anymore, but I don't give a shit anymore. So I'm with you on that one.
I give a shit. I've never seen a Castaway fucking spin-off dude get some pussy, so no, I gotta
scraggly ass dude. He still looks scraggly. I like it.
Yeah, give it up. Talking soccer balls and shit. Yeah, let me get some of that.
Let me go and point this out. The man that's most desirable by all women in the world have a beard. Let me go ahead and give you a name. Let me drop a name.
Where are you getting
Chuck Norris. Okay. Name a woman that is not desirable by Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris. I've never, no, that's bullshit. I've never heard, like, these 13-year-old kids that make comments on YouTube videos are freaking fascinated with Chuck Norris, but no, like, self-respecting females would be like, ooh, what is Chucky doing? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No. Feed Wings. I think this is good for the beard off. Go for the Chuck Norris.
For the beard off.
Before I got a bigger beard than Chuck Norris. I mean, I can grow hair everywhere but my head.
Wings, what is your beard to face ratio right now?
Oh, shit. I could probably take my beard and cover my face.
What do you like? Is it like an Amish beard? Are you Gandalf yet?
Yeah, I got an Amish beard going right now. I got a picture on my Twitter, but that was like a week after I started growing it.
Well, I can't grow it that damn fast, but dude, let me ask you this. Are you willing to put dreads in it? Because that's like...
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that, like the dwarf shit. You know, like dread part of it, or like braid.
I'm telling you, dude, it's actually fun. I mean, people look at you like a freak when you're shopping for groceries in the store because they're just not used to it. But the fact is that you have these little beads and they keep clinking together, and it's kind of fun to have, actually. And when you're making love to your wife, it really weirds her out. and that's actually half the
I
enjoyment.
don't have a wife or a girlfriend. That's why I'm at advantage on the beard off.
Well, your hand, it doesn't matter, whatever. Maybe your hand's amazed by it. I don't know.
I haven't got to that point where, you just constantly just rub the beard.
Oh, I do. I'm constantly sculpting it.
You can do that now with a clean face. What makes you need a beard for it?
Everybody,
Blade, you are the only one that don't have a beard right about now. So
yeah, because I'm trying to go out and get fucking laid. I don't have a girlfriend.
Hey, girls.
See, but me and Guns got that problem whooped already. So
yeah. They are. Look at that. They're two married men with beards. Maybe they doing something you right, you ain't, Blade.
Yeah. No, but I guarantee you they didn't have a beard in their wedding photos.
You know what?
Yes, I did.
You're absolutely right. And I never had a beard because I worked in insurance.
1 out of 2 ain't bad. There you go. So
I worked and only once I got out of the corporate world, which is the reason why I'm growing this. It's like a stab at the corporate world. It's like, you know what? I'll grow whatever the hell I want. I'll look as scraggly as I want because I'm not working in insurance anymore, and I don't give a crap.
That's the same reason I started growing mine. I used to work at a place that only allowed 2 inches, and you had to keep it neat.
I think you guys are just lazy and don't like shaving.
I shave the sides, man. I shave underneath
like
mine.
I said, I sculpt mine. Like I'll shave it because my hair grows up onto my cheek.
Oh, you sculpt yours?
Yeah. Your face is like a bonsai. Yeah, I get it. Okay.
It's like a chia pet, son. You just gotta keep it watered.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let's even out this. Hair face.
Let's go ahead.
Next topic. What do we got here?
One big topic, if it's all right, Wings. Unless you got another topic you got lined up right now. And it's a big one, and it's gonna stir up a lot of crap, and maybe you guys don't want to talk about it, but I want to talk about Black Ops.
Oh shit!
What
do you mean? That's Wing. That's Wing's subject right there.
I mean, want to talk about how you feel about Black Ops.
Can we bookmark this topic and come back just in case? Because there's every YouTube video is about Black Ops, so let's switch it up, man. Let's switch up the program.
I know, but okay, let me just put it this way. I'm sick of it.
We've heard it before. We're all sick of it. No one's like, hey,
why? Everyone puts out a goddamn video and everyone watches it.
Oh, no, I'm just going to mention something. Ukrainian Limbs and Woody finna put something together. Ukrainian Limbs came up with a brilliant idea, and he pitched it to Woody, and if it comes out the way I think, I would put it all the way out there, but I think it needs to be sort of a surprise. But it's going to have something to do with a lot of commentators on YouTube, and it's going to have something to do with a lot of the subscribers. It's going to be a subscriber's choice, and it's going to coincide with March Madness. So y'all be on the lookout for that, man, because that's
he better not say shit about me, because I resurrected that man.
I think Woody, Wings, a lot of you guys are gonna be out of it because y'all got too many fucking subscribers. For one, I
don't have enough. I don't have enough.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I'm not at 1 million yet.
Do you mind shifting some of that shit my way? Because I would be more than happy to take some up.
How many you at right now, Big Snacks?
Man, I just hit 2,000. I ain't got no freaking subscribers. I got great subscribers, mind you.
What's the name of your channel?
It's Big Snacks. That's what it is. YouTube.com/.
The way that I'm seeing it right now on Skype.
Yep.
Big CKKS.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna take a look at your stuff. I ain't gonna promise you anything because, and no disrespect, but if your stuff is shit, I'm not gonna promote it. But I can definitely promote it on.
I always tell people like this: you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink. I can bring people to your channel, but I can't force them to
because I'm not gonna bullshit my subscribers. But if I like what I see, man, I got no problem dropping you a line. Like that's not an issue at all.
Snacks, $300 right now, dual com.
You're such a piece of shit.
Wings.
Piece of shit.
Oh,
$300. Dual com, I guarantee to double your subscribe.
All right. Actually, how about this? $250. You do the whole video, so I don't have to just be bothered with dual comming you and everything.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And you just upload it.
You don't want to do it.
Some people have been trying to get me to do those fucking charity shits. He's like, I'll pay you. I'm like, how much? He's like, $50. I'm like, fuck you. Come back to me when that shit says 1,000. Motherfucker got offended.
Yeah, fuck those kids, man. All these polio having kids shouldn't have got polio then.
The day I'm at your event for $50, I could be pumping out a couple of videos and making.
Straight.
I know. Hey, actually, okay, so there was this one charity. It was just like Call of Duty. I don't know what it was called, and I don't want to call out any names. But they kept on bugging me. I'm talking about my Facebook, my Twitter, and my YouTube channel. On the channel comments, on video comments, on the fucking YouTube messages, they were spamming the shit out of me, talking about, hey, could you help us out with this charity for gaming thing? And I didn't know any knowledge about it. I didn't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing, reputable or not. But I was getting so agitated that there's no way I was going to help them. So I sent him a link to this clip from the show Entourage, where Matt Damon is basically pressuring Vince to donate money, and it was just like, dude, you're going about it all the wrong way.
So you're giving him an indirect hint, like, look how annoying this is.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing to me.
Yeah.
Clever. What a clever little bitch you are.
Shit, I would have rickrolled his ass.
Rickrolled him. Oh my god. I gotta ask you then. Okay, so big snacks. Hopefully, eventually you'll get here. Well, hopefully you won't experience this, but you likely will. But Blade and Wings, do you guys find, it's so frustrating now that you get up to a certain point. I don't know if it's the 200,000 mark or whatever it is in terms of subscribers, but as soon as you hit a certain mark, suddenly you become the target of more than just haters, but people are posting videos about how much of a fake you are, or a view whore, or whatever it is. They start coming out of the woodwork like you're some evil person, and it becomes frustrating to me. At a certain point, I'm kind of complimented by it. I'm like, hey, you're actually gonna attack me because you think I'm some big guy, but at the same time, I'm like, why are you attacking me? I'm just putting out video game videos. You're making me out to be the devil.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys experienced that, but it's frustrating.
I actually did a video yesterday about that. I actually took my second video I ever posted up to show people I have never changed since I started doing this.
Yeah.
But the fact is, this is a job for most of us. We wake up. It's just like you going to work. We go to work. We make videos. Mm-hmm. We put our time in. There's been nights where I've lost sleep trying to get a video ready so I can have it put up.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the fact is, if you're willing to put time in anything, you're going to have success. And yes, I get a lot of fucking haters, and I get a lot of people trying to prove that I'm a bad, quote unquote, bad player. Oh, Wings suck. So on. Dude, have you ever seen my fucking connection? Blade.
No, but we heard about
I saw someone put up a thing that's like, hey, this is my speed test ranking or whatever, and it was like a thing on Twitter where you could see how fast your speed is. So I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. I don't remember what it was, but I remember it was pretty cool. It was good. So I'm like, yeah, this is me. And then Wings puts up a tweet, it's just real men play on this kind of connection, and it was just minuscule.
I got a 0.1 upload. I got a 5.1 download
from Gator Country.
Yeah. And I average 360 ping.
I don't remember what mine was, but mine was 19 ping and 60 up, 20 down, or something insane like that. It was just I pay extra for the internet because this is my job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like having hosts. I don't care what anybody says. Call of Duty is way more enjoyable when you have hosts. I don't care what anybody says. No one's oh yeah, Red Bar, this is fun. Yeah, no, fucking.
No. I paid $200 a month for that connection too. That's
what? Are you serious?
You paid $200 a month for what?
For 5
that
downloads.
Crap you have?
Yeah.
He's got the tin can and the dental floss hooked up to his modem and shit.
Your connection is worse than DSL, and you pay for that?
That's actually my step up. DSL down here is 2.5.
Hey, you better okay.
My brother.
Hey, Wings, get yourself a little TV, bring your Xbox, go down to a Starbucks, and get on the Wi-Fi, bro.
Just let me move in with you, Blade.
Man, I got a couch, bro.
I got bed. I can afford some rent. You know, I got a job.
Hey, Blade, I got a question for you, then, dude. I'm actually curious about this, and I'm kind of actually pleased that I just heard this. But you said that you've made this as producing videos now your full-time job? Because I know you're a bouncer, or maybe even continue doing bouncing, but quite frankly, I mean, being a producer and entertaining is way better.
This is my only source of income right now, yes.
Nice. I'm actually glad. I'm glad for you, man. I think that's good. Not to take anything away from any of your previous careers. I mean, hell, I was a specialist in insurance. I made like around 75 to 80,000 a year, doing that. I could have continued doing that, but it was a shit job. It was stressful. It was horrible. I had to face. Dude, I honestly, God, I swear to God, I dropped my kids off at daycare and stuff in the morning. I would go around, and I'm not even friggin' lying, I would go around the back of the building, and I would throw up before I'd have to go to work. I had to deal with lawyers. I had to deal with friggin' federal agencies and stuff like that, dealing with hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars. It was shit. I am grateful for this, man. I love my job. I love entertaining people.
It's so funny because like what happened is I got fired from my job, and what happened?
Tell me the story.
No, this is some bullshit, man. Anybody that watches my videos, you guys already know this, but I'll recite it. Here we go.
Tell me, because I'm hearing.
The owner's daughter at my work, she started working there like 3 weeks ago, right? And she is a raging cunt face. Okay.
Yeah, is she hot though?
No, she's not hot, and she was hollering at me when I first came in there. And like it was a situation where I was in the back cooler, like grabbing a cake for the bartenders, and she came back there and she was just like all like trying to be seductive and stuff. I'm like, you're the owner's daughter, and you're like 21 years old. Like
legal. I'm just saying she's legal.
Completely legal. No, she's completely legal. We work for But what I'm saying is just like your life experience isn't at my life experience, so we're not going to have anything to talk about. And you're the owner's daughter. If things go wrong and you get moved, I lose a job. So I left it at that. So what happened was a customer comes in, and okay, I'll let you guys know what it is. Do I drink? Yes, I do enjoy drinking. When I'm at work, I typically have about 3 to 4 shots throughout the night of working. I'm in a bar. Customers come in, instead of tipping me money, they'll say, hey, we'll get you a Jaeger bomb. Beat me a Jaeger bomb, I slam it, do my job, everything's cool. It's been like that for 2 years.
Hey, do any of them recognize you as Blade? Like, only use me Blade? I'm just curious.
I've had 3 people at the bar recognize me from that.
That's cool, man. That's very, very cool. Very, very cool. Anyway, continue.
And so what happened was the customer came in. He came in just like, hey, how you doing, man? I'm like, good. He's just like, I'm going to go get that Jaeger bomb. Like, no questions asked. He goes up and buys the Jaeger bomb, gives it to me. Well, I take it, and the boss's daughter is staring at me. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, and she's just mad. And so then she comes up to me and she's like, you can go home now. And I'm just like, there's another 2 hours left. And she's like, no, you do not drink alcoholic beverages in front of the bar. I'm like, you just had a shot like 10 minutes ago, bitch. Like, what is wrong with you?
Like, that'd be like, do you want that dick now?
And so I was just like, I didn't say bitch, or I didn't say any of that stuff. This is obviously in passing as we're talking about this.
Really?
But I was, but I was just like, hey, customers will typically buy me shots. I will stop. Obviously now I know how serious you take it. She's like, no, don't worry about it. You can go home now. So she sent me home. And then
the owner though?
She's the owner's daughter.
Yeah, but she sends you home. That's bullshit. Like, you couldn't do anything about it, or?
No, she's the owner's daughter, and she works there, and so technically she was like the manager on duty that night.
Oh my god, that sucks dick.
And so then she goes and talks to her to her mom, who's like the accountant of the bar, and who I've been working there for over 2 years. I've never actually met her. She writes down the little logbook. She's like, yeah, Brian Rizzo no longer works here. This and that. He does not work here. And so my boss, who I'm hella cool with, who comes by my house a couple times a week, he called me up and he's just like, bro, it says that you're not working here because of what happened on Friday. And I was just like, oh my god. So Travis gives me the number to get a hold of her, right? To get a hold of the owner's wife, because I know if I tried to call the owner and he wasn't picking up, but he was off in like Florida or something, and so I'm trying to call the owner's wife, and when I call, he'd given me the home phone, so it was the girl that was a cunt face. She's the one that answered. She's the one that answered, and I was like, oh my god, are you serious? And I'm just like, yeah, so this is Brian, the doorman, and then she's just like, yeah, they're not here, and I know I shouldn't have said this, and I really, like, as soon as I said it, I'm like, dumb move, but I'm like, you still live with your parents? Like,
you're dumb.
Yeah, as soon as I said it, I'm like, okay, that's definitely not.
Yeah, you shot yourself deeply in the foot then. Just both feet, just stand on top of them.
I'm like, how are you going to come at me and fire me and like pretend, like be like 5 foot nothing, but like look at me like you're looking down at me and send me home and be all Miss Queen Bee about the shit, and you live with your parents? Get the fuck out of here.
That's a smart move on her part. Her parents seem to have the jack.
Shit.
Hey, but look here. I'll tell you where you fucked up at. When she was in the cooler and she wanted a little bit, you should have gritted your teeth and slanged the root. That's what you should have done.
No, that was the owner's daughter, bro.
If you would have slanged that root, she would have overlooked that little drink you had.
What was that? What was that? Slang that root? Yeah. Did you just say slang that root?
Yeah,
I love
the root.
Oh, dude, man.
Oh, come on. Come on. Sling the root, dude. The root. Really?
Hey, you guys have seen the movie Scarface, right?
Of course.
I love Scarface. All right. One of my favorite movies, man.
All right. Imagine if Tony's sister had like a drug problem, but she was still like
had already.
Yeah. Like she okay. But I'm just saying, but a drug problem, but also had like a donut eating problem. That's what this bitch looked like. Like, that's the best analogy I can come up with her.
I love my Coke, but I love these donuts.
That's why I included the line, grit your teeth. I mean, all you gotta do is just look past her shoulder while you get in the cooler. I mean, put her back against the wall. The wall's gonna be cold as shit. You don't want to.
I don't think that's the sole reason. Like, she's been cleaning house there. Like, 3 people have been let go from that bar since she started working there like 3 weeks ago.
You know what it is?
So she's pretty much cleaning. Yeah, she's power tripping, and she's trying to clean house to anybody that's not going for it. And the funny thing is that she thought I was going to be all devastated from her letting me go, but I'm just like, you don't understand. I come to the bar and I work to just mix it up a little bit.
Yeah. Now you're full-time YouTube.
Yeah, like okay, I'm not trying to gloat.
Like, I got that YouTube money, bitch.
But the YouTube money allows me to live more than comfortably. So this money that they give me for working at the bar, that was spending cash. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Like,
I guarantee you what she did. She had some people in mind already that she wanted to bring in there, and it was probably some old friends that she used to work at another bar, and she wanted to bring those guys in there.
She's never worked in a bar. That's the thing, man. She's straight out of college. She's never worked at a bar. And so
I'm on the verge of some very sexist remarks, man, and I'm holding back.
Man, fuck it, man. I'm taking a shot right now. Let's do it, man. Come on, bring it on, bro.
You want a shot?
I still think you should have laid the pipe to her, son.
Hold on.
He probably should have hit her with the wood one time, because that's probably what she needed.
You call it out, Blade.
Yeah, but doesn't it sound like a big snack? It sounds like she wanted some dick, and she got envious. She got turned down.
Okay, now the way I'm presenting it makes it sound like I didn't give her dick, and so that's why I got fired. No, it wouldn't have made a difference for dick anyway.
I hear you, Blade. I hear you. I know exactly what you're saying.
You gave her the wood, and she'd have been all right. Yeah. That's all she wanted.
She wouldn't have been, man. She was power tripping. It don't matter if you give her the wood or not. She was power tripping.
Depends on how good the wood is.
Straight up.
All depends on what kind of wood you use.
Blade, I'm doing a shot right now. 3, 2, 1. Let's
go.
If you'd have hit her with that flick one time, she'd have been.
Oh, dude. Hopefully this podcast doesn't go another hour, because I'm going to be passed out in another hour.
Hey, I'm gonna be on a plane in a couple hours, man. I'm going to PAX, baby. I'm going to you guys going to. How come you
guys
come
are
on?
lucky. You guys get to go all this shit. Wings, where are you? What state are you in? Or are you South Carolina? I hear that's actually beautiful country.
It is real beautiful, but I live in the swamp section of it. But
dude, you know what? I'll tell you a story quickly. When I went into the sort of swamp section, when I visited my sister who used to be a nurse in like one of those mobile nurses, she's Canadian, but she went into the U.S., and she was largely in Florida. She went into the Panama. I guess Panama's sort of the panhandle of Florida.
Yeah.
I went down there,
Panama.
and I'll tell you this, I don't even care.
City.
Panama City or whatever. But there was like swamp country out there, and I'll tell you this story. No one else, never, ever, ever shared this story before. I dropped some acid. Somebody's, her boyfriend's brother brought me some acid, and they're like, "Oh no, you never tried this." So I dropped it, and we went into like some backwoods hick swamp. Like I'm talking like some crazy thing. Like the sun was like never went to school shit type of shit. And we went back there. It was friggin' awesome, dude, man. I friggin' loved it. I thought it was friggin' the greatest thing. Like, I couldn't understand a goddamn word that those people were talking to me, but it was friggin' pretty kick-ass.
What part of Canada are you in, Guns?
Well, right now I'm in London, Ontario, but I came from... If you look, I'll guarantee you, if you do this, I originally grew up in York... Jane and Finch in Toronto. That's where I came from. If you Google Jane and Finch in Toronto, likely in Google you'll see highest crime rate in Canada. I came from an area where there was like muggings and rapings and murders, highest friggin' murder rate in Canada. It was absolutely insane. And my mother used to make me walk to school by myself, but whatever. You know, as a kid, you don't know.
Through the snow, uphill, 15 miles.
No, nothing like that. I was oblivious, man. I had no idea. We eventually moved, and then later it was like, well, you know, there was too many muggings, and people were drowning in the river, and people were killing their animals in the river. Like, the stream that was, like, right near us. I was like, that's pretty messed up, man. I'm like, what kind of mom are you?
Pretty messed up.
What?
The gangs in Jane and Finch. Like, who the hell would rep a town called Jane and Finch?
Well, I'll tell you, I was one of the very few white people in Jane and Finch. When I grew up, I don't think I had any of my best friends, any of my friends, like close friends, I don't think I had one white friend. They were either Japanese, Chinese, Indian, like I'm talking about the, you know, South or Asia Indian, you know, Pakistani or Indian.
Nuclear people.
Or they were African American. An African American, I don't know, whatever, black. I don't know how you say it. I don't think black is an insulting word or whatever, but I don't know.
Just say it, hell.
I mean,
but black.
Rappers say
those were all my friends. Those were all, I was like, in Jane and Finch, I'm the minority. As being a white person, you are the minority in that area. And that's the way I grew up. You know what I mean? So, like, I find it amusing and I find it actually funny. And I do, honestly, when I hear you, Wings, talking about this stuff, because, you mean, I grew up in an area where I personally felt I was the minority. And even when I moved to a different high school, I was still the minority. There was gangs and stuff like that, lots of cocaine busts and stuff like that. And I was always the minority, like where I was actually from. So I don't have any, you know... And I'm not accusing you, but I don't have any racial tendencies.
I ain't got no racial tendencies. I mean, I invited Big Snacks on here, didn't I?
I'm not saying you do, Chain Link Fence. But I'm just
saying.
Time
out. Cut the bullshit. Getting a black dude on the podcast is not, like, oh, he's good. He's good. You can walk through. You can
like a racist guy. It's just like a racist guy saying, hey, I got 2 black friends. Hell, you got 2 black friends? That don't disqualify you from being a racist.
I can see...
Actually, 3.
Oh, get out of here! They do not. Okay, who's online? Black people.
I got 3 now because I learned Mark J was black. He was white.
Oh, what?
Seriously, this isn't. Who's that?
Who is that? We have a
That's my son.
Max, is that you?
That's my son.
See,
That's
now Wings.
Now
you know 4 black people. Wings, you met a son.
Yeah, but
How old is your son?
I'm not racist at all. I just call it like I sees it.
No, you know what? And you know what?
So sure, you can walk through Harlem and be like, "Oh, I had Big Snacks for the podcast. I'm good."
You know what? You got to give a little leeway.
I walk through Harlem.
In all honesty, you got to give a little leeway to upbringing and family and social and regional sort of influences. And sometimes you can break free of that, but sometimes the stereotypes sit. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Wings.
I grew up all over the damn world and the United States. I dealt with all kind of people. I'm a military brat. I had
from 0 to 60,000 subs. I was black.
My father was in the military. I spent most of my damn childhood overseas, man. So I dealt with all kind of people. It is what it is, though. You know, people gonna be people.
Your father, by the way.
Like I can't say I can't say I'm free from racism. I hate North Koreans like a motherfucker.
Safe word.
But you know what? You can't hate North Koreans. Those people are scared as motherfuckers. It's the leader that you're scared that you hate. You gotta differentiate between the two, man. Because they're just like propaganda, just like anyone else, man. Those people are so cut off from the fucking real world that anything that fucked up North Korean leader says, that's all they hear. They got no internet, they got no news, no nothing, man. I have a friend that actually went there.
You ever look at Google Maps and look at North Korea? Every other place in the world,
blacked out.
Every other place in the world, you can see roads and shit. Even in like Russia, you can find roads and shit. Not North Korea. That's just white.
Dude, if you look at it at night, it's a blackout. I actually had a friend when I worked at a law firm. I had a buddy that actually made a trip to North Korea, and he's actually a PhD student. So like he's like, you know, one of these. I don't know. Maybe he's a doctor now. You know, doctor because he has a PhD. But he did a presentation of North Korea, and I tell you that presentation freaked me out. That place is so cut off from the entire world. You can't blame the people. You gotta hate the leader. The people are completely cut off from everything. And I mean everything. There's no internet, there's no TV, there's no radio, there's nothing. Those people have no idea.
Let me interject this. Do you not blame the German people for what they did under Hitler's rule?
What, for North Korea?
No.
Oh, why are you bringing up old shit?
No. Why are you bringing up old? But the fact is, even though Hitler died, you ever heard that the SS lived on? They moved to South America so they could regroup. I mean, the fact is, just because somebody influences you and you listen to it long enough, you eventually become part of that. You become part of the machine.
That's exactly what I was saying about way back when we were talking about politics. When your parents start talking about stuff, it embeds. Yeah. It's like a seed that gets planted in your head, and it grows, and you don't have any control about that. But you do when you're older.
All you know is one camp. How can you be influenced by something else? They don't know about the outside world, so yes, exactly. I can hate them because they're the same person as King John Il.
No, I hear you. But you know what? I don't even think it's the SS that moved. It's just maybe relatives or someone that's actually been largely influenced by the SS that has sort of went around the world and has raised their children. Well, even regardless, though, even if there is, I'm not saying that what you're saying isn't true, but I'm saying even if people that are a product of the SS that fully sort of believed in the fact that, you know, Jewish people should have died in gas chambers or whatever, like fucked up shit like that, the fact is that if they instill those values in their kids, those beliefs start spreading. You know what I mean?
Do you even know why Hitler killed the Jews?
I got a Jewish black joke. We're on to talk about racism and stuff.
I mean, do you know why?
No, Blake.
You know why?
Do it.
You know why Hitler killed the Jews, though, right?
This is way less offensive than whatever Wings is about to say. Just saying.
Yep. Well, he killed them because he felt like they were overbearing his country and they were taking over stores.
No, he killed them because they were weak. The Jewish people have always been weak.
He thought they were weak.
Yeah.
You shouldn't say they were weak.
He thought they were weak. Let's go and word that right. He thought
as
they were
far as I'm concerned, they're friggin'
in history,
horrible.
They've always been a meek society. They were slaves of the Egyptians. They were slaves in the Bible. They were...
Well, look at them now.
I mean...
They're friggin' powerful, man. They're smart.
Yeah, they're
smart as motherfuckers. Do you hate them?
No.
Are you racist, Wings?
No, I don't hate the Jews. What do I hate the Jews for?
Having money? Listening.
I want money, too. I don't hate money. What do I hate about them? But the fact is, that's the reason it is. Hitler didn't just hate the Jews. He hated, like, people that had special education. He had people that had bad breeding. Like, if you had an obese, like my ass. If I was a German citizen back in the day, I would have got a gas chamber because I have obesity in me. You can't have that in a perfect society.
No, I know. He wanted the perfect. I forget what the hell the term is, but he wanted the Aryan race.
Next topic.
What do you think?
Pineapple now.
Pineapple. Pineapple.
Oh my God.
Pineapple. There you go.
Oh, Blade, you're cracking me up.
Okay, I understand this topic is very, very well informed. I understand this is a very, very diplomatic. We're really diving into the deep issues here, but pineapple. There you go.
Pineapple.
You know, it's bad when you can't talk about World War II because people get oversensitive.
Pineapple.
You know what, Wings? You and I will discuss this some other time. How about this? How do you guys feel about Battlefield 3?
I think he's gonna fail.
Pineapple.
Are you serious? No, pineapple. Pineapple, Blade.
How many pineapples do I get? I don't know shit about any other game but Call of Duty. Let's not talk about Call of Duty, and let's not talk about games. I'm the shit at Pac-Man. How about that? We want to talk about DX?
You know what? No,
sorry.
I don't tell you about that.
There's been a huge debate, especially with me, about Battlefield 3. And
what is it?
Because I'm saying Battlefield 3, for it to fucking sell and to get an audience, it needs to take more calls from Call of Duty. Like, it took like the heads-up system.
No, I agree with you. 100%.
And a lot of people, and here's the argument against me, that Battlefield should not be anything like Call of Duty. They should have quality over quantity. But the fact is, if you ever want to be considered a contender in the FPS genre, you have to at least do half of what the first game sells. And Battlefield is right now just the best runner-up. They're still in the fucking low ball category. Bad Company sold 2.5 million units this first month. I
have this weird feeling that Battlefield, like a lot of the things that it doesn't do, it could very easily do. Like it could be very, very easily for them to make it 60 frames a second, to make fluid controls, to do this and to do that. But I feel they don't do it, and the reason why they don't do it is because they feel they want to do something different than Call of Duty. But by them not doing that, what they're doing is they're actually hindering on the game. We like Call of Duty because of the tight controls and the easy learning curve. But they decide, okay, we're not going to have that because we don't want to be considered Call of Duty, but what they're doing is they're actually neglecting the thing that makes the game successful. That's like saying, I don't want to be like this comedian, but that comedian's fucking hilarious, but I don't want to be like him, so we're going to be really boring. That's what it's basically doing.
This is all hearsay, but this is what I think EA is doing. They want DICE to create a game that will sell big around the first month through marketing, and they'll sell, 4 or 5 million units in the first three or 4 months, and then after about 6 months rolls by, they can cut servers, because Battlefield is a game that's hosted on servers, and if you have less players sticking around to play your game, then you have less servers you need to keep up, so you can cut servers and save money. I think they market Battlefield as a 6-month game, and whereas I have an
interesting topic that will lead into what you just said. Okay. Now, with CNanners, right before Black Ops came out, he started doing the Minecraft videos, and Minecraft blew up, and it was hugely successful, okay? Do you think that the YouTube community, as far as people that post videos on YouTube, since it's primarily, like, there's a lot of other games being put out there, but the majority of it, I'm going to assume, is of Call of Duty, how strong do you think the power is of, let's say, the top 20 commentators doing videos on a game, how much that increases sales?
A lot. Look at it this way. I don't know if you follow my channel. Right about 2 months.
I do. I'm not buying Dragon Age, but I do follow your channel.
The fact is, Dragon Age Origins, I picked the game up, never played it before, 2 months before Dragon Age 2 comes out. And during that 2-month period, Dragon Age Origins goes from selling nothing on Xbox Live to being the #1 sold game on Xbox Live. That was
really
straight up. That's just me promoting the game. How many other people you see with Dragon Age?
Blade, you're biting your tongue. Let it out. Wings loves it.
I'm listening, man, but
Go to it right now.
Man,
it's still number one sold.
Okay. Here's the thing. XCal has put out like 50 videos of what is that Fallout thing. I haven't clicked on not a one of them, and I'm a huge XCal fan. So, but every time he does a live commentary on Black Ops, the game I'm not even that interested in, I click on it. So, I don't know.
Well, see,
I don't know.
There's a difference between a Let's Play and just telling people about a game. If XCal made a video, it showed like clips and scenes of Fallout, and didn't do none of the other videos, they made that one video. He goes, yeah, you get customized weapons, so on and so forth. This, you sit there and be pulling on your beard. Well, you don't have a beard because you're not a man. But but you be sitting there pulling on your chin, and be like, man, I might have to pick that game up. You know, Black Ops getting kind of stale. That's the kind of thing that's the kind of thing you got to do. You got to drop the subtle things and just give a review of the game. Like I gave But
YouTube is Call of Duty driven, man. It's just
driven, and that's the reason. That's the reason I want Battlefield 3 to succeed. But I know it's not going to.
You know, one of the reasons why I think YouTube is Call of Duty driven is because it's a universal language that we all know. Everyone's familiar with Call of Duty. You might not even like Call of Duty, but you're going to be familiar with Call of Duty. Like when I play other games, if I play other FPS shooters and I upload it to my channel, what I'm going to compare it to is I'm going to compare it to Call of Duty because that's what I know. It's like going to another country and I speak and people get all pissed off. Like remember when Halo came out? That was a big deal.
You got to do that because majority of the people watching them, majority of the YouTube knows Call of Duty. It doesn't matter if they hate it. You got to make the comparison because the majority of the gaming community knows Call of Duty.
That's right. That's like telling someone to stop speaking English. That's like telling someone to stop speaking English. That's the fucking language I know, though. That's the language I know.
Call of Duty for 3 years, and everybody's been watching your videos because of Call of Duty. You throw something else in the mix, and see what kind of reviews you get. See how your views drop off of that video. You might
good example. I did a game Shank. I played this game called Shank that's on the marketplace, right?
Yeah, I know Shank.
I had a fun time with it. It was really fun. I liked the game. I put up a video of it, and it did about a third of the views of every other video. I gave it the same amount of promotion, gave it the same amount of time to grow. And people are watching.
But is that not frustrating for you, though, man?
It is. It's very
like
frustrating.
You can't go out of the Call of Duty realm without people smacking you in the ass.
Here's my take. Here's my take on it. Okay.
I'm unsubbing.
The fans that like me for my personality and this and that, right? Those people will watch whatever we put up. I'm never gonna abuse that. I'm never gonna abuse that. But I'm just saying that there's gonna be people. I still had 50,000-60,000 views on that video, but most people are more comfortable. Like, if something pops up in my sub box that's not Call of Duty, I'm very hesitant to click on it, even though I'm bored with Call of Duty. If someone puts up something that's not Call of Duty, I'm less hesitant to click on it.
Everybody wants to watch your videos, because if you don't put out a Call of Duty video, Blade, you don't get super fast, blah, blah, blah. You don't get that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's your trademark. That's what
I'm going to put the gauntlet down for EA. If EA representative is sitting there right now, if you make Battlefield 3 approachable for bad players, I will support your game 110%.
Yep.
For bad players.
There has to be stuff for there has to be stuff. No, listen. I know it sounds really bad. Okay, all the stuff that the elitists, that the top Call of Duty players complain about in the game, those things have to be in there, else we wouldn't have new players coming into the series and making it that popular.
Yes.
Okay, so stuff like Last Stand, RCXD, all those things are like for new players that never played the game. Like, this is really cool. I had a buddy when we first started playing Call of Duty 4. He was a complete noob, and he used martyrdom every single time. And I'm like, you know that everyone that plays this game thinks that's the most annoying shit. Is the douchiest, most annoying shit in the world. He's like, it's so fucking awesome, you know? And I'm just like, okay. Okay, so there's a group of us that play a shit ton of it, okay? We are a very, very big part, but we're a small percentage. Does that make sense? Like, okay, remember when they said quickscoping was getting taken out of the game, this and that, stuff like that, when Black Ops was first coming out? The majority of the people on YouTube were super butthurt about it. but I guarantee you, if you were to take a national survey of everyone that was buying Black Ops, that it would only be about 10% of the people that were up in arms about the snipers getting taken out. But of the community, of the YouTube community, since we're even though we're a huge community, we're still only like 5-10% of it. The 9 out of 10 of us were pissed off about the sniping. So what people do is we tend to look at these YouTube comments and look at these YouTube commentators and say 9 out of 10 of every single player that plays Call of Duty is upset about it. No, only about 9% of the players are upset about it.
It's real simple. I just want the game to be popular, so I don't have.
Give me my respect. That was biblical right there, man. Like,
I just want the game to be popular, so I don't have to play Call of Duty for another year. I want another game I can put up.
I agree, Wings.
But 100%. The game can only be popular if it's
approachable by bad players.
If it's a similar game to Call of Duty. Yeah. If you try to, Call of Duty players are not going to adapt to another first-person shooter because it's not similar to Call of Duty.
That's what
they want something as close to Call of Duty as they can get, so it's easy for them to learn, easier for them to play, and that way they stick to it longer. If you make something completely, totally opposite of Call of Duty, the average Call of Duty player will not play that game because it's something that they're not used to. See what I'm saying? But if you put it close enough to Call of Duty, but it's different, then they'll play this shit. But if not, they're going to put that shit back in the box and send it back.
They think 60 frames a second, and tight controls.
Between, though. Like, exactly. Only use late. We're going to use...
Oh, was that a slur? Was that a slur? Let's take a shot. Let's do this.
Dude, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do that just because you amuse me.
Hey,
I'm on the borderline of not functioning anymore.
Listen closely.
I'm gonna do one more shot.
Go Cowboy! Go Cowboy! Cowboy!
I'm gonna say this.
Okay, I don't know if you can hear this. Hold on. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
All right, ready to go.
Oh.
I'm gonna say this.
Hey, listen. The Battlefield 3 versus Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 hinders largely on... Don't laugh at me, dude.
You're getting twisted, though. You're getting twisted. That's the funny thing.
I'm barely punched here. Believe me, I'm following... I'm following you guys, but here's what I'm saying, is they don't have to come towards the Call of Duty play style. They have to come somewhat towards it, in between, halfway between, something that's going to be different, more challenging, but still at the same time that the average gamer is going to be able to pick up, jump in, and actually be able to actually play a game.
Tight controls and pacing, that's what I was about to say.
Exactly, tight controls, that's what I'm talking about. None of this running and having the camera friggin' joggle back and forth like you're friggin'
let me say this.
Drunk. Kind of like what I am right now.
There was one Battlefield game that I still hold as the greatest game of FPS ever. If I had to go pick the perfect FPS, it would be that game. And it was Battlefield Modern Combat. The reason Battlefield Modern Combat was so great was because it had the tight controls and the pacing, and it had all these other nice features. A bad player that plays on the weekend, or let's call him a weekend warrior, something less prevalent.
That's the majority of the community.
That's the COD community. He can get on, he can do what the fuck he wants, and still have fun doing it, because there's all kinds of stuff. And then the diehard, which is the YouTube community, which is the biggest voice, can do what they want because they have all the other features as well. But you just got to make the game more fast-paced. The bad thing about Battlefield Bad Company is spawning in at your fucking spawn and having to run to the fucking C flag only to get shot from somebody that they don't show you where he's at. Then you spawn back at the respawn after 10-second delay.
What about that
fucking
video, though?
Again.
Exactly what you're talking about, Wings. What about that video? I don't even have a link to it, but that video where they have like 500 fucking points from spawn killing. I don't care if it's set up or not. I mean, that's the bullshit.
You talking about the Havana video where you go 508?
Yeah, exactly. That makes me fucking hate Call of Duty, though. Dude, I look at him like, I'm done with Call of Duty.
No, time out. The rule of Call of Duty, okay? The rule of Call of Duty is, it's fucking awesome when you... It's awesome when you do it. It's shitty when it happens to you. Okay?
Exactly.
But it didn't happen.
I knife the fuck out of people all the time. I love it. I fucking giggle.
Only
but when I get Well, when I fucking hate people that knife me, though. I think they're faggots. Like, I don't like people that knife me.
Yeah, but 500, though, dude. 500 is fucking absurd. It's ridiculous.
But that's the extreme situation. They were able to expose. It's almost like a glitch in the game with the whole spawn trapping and sit behind people and knife them.
It shows how shit Call of Duty is, though.
It's not a glitch in the game. The game is completely broken. When they put this shit out, the game was not finished. They put the game out to make the release date. All this stuff.
I'm not debating with you on that. They put out like a half-finished game, and because it kills two birds with one stone. They don't have to finish the game, and then when they actually fix the game that they haven't finished, all these people are like, "Oh, you really care about us? You're fixing the game." I'm like, "No, fuck you. You should have fixed the game right the first time."
They ain't fixed shit on the PlayStation. Yeah. PlayStation still sucks.
No.
I know that. And I'm sorry, that sucks. You know why I think that sucks? Is because I built my channel around PS3.
I did too.
Like, I built
around
PS3. Yeah, exactly.
This game was made for Xbox, and they ported it to the PlayStation because they knew they could make a ton more money than just making it an Xbox.
I gotta say this. This is the first Call of Duty that has a disparaging graphic interface. Like World at War, a little bit, wasn't much. COD 4, about the same. Modern Warfare 2, about the same. Black Ops, all of a sudden they can't, the system can't handle Call of Duty. What is it? It's bullshit. That's what that is.
Dude, in the lines of code in the PlayStation 3 version of Black Ops, in lines of code, they actually forgot to take out the words Microsoft and Xbox 360 in a bunch of those things. It's like a copy. Yeah. The game was made for Xbox and Xbox only. They just ported it over for PlayStation and Wii because they wanted to make all that extra money. Yeah. This game was never intended for PlayStation 3. Now my question is this: why is it that the connection is better? If I go on PlayStation 3 right now, the connection is better on Modern Warfare 2, a year-old game that we're all sick of. The connection is 10 times better on that than it is on Black Ops. I don't get it. Well, no. I don't give a fuck about stopping power.
Well, I know you don't, but I'm just saying, for me, I have an easier time on the older COD games because of stopping power. Because my connection sucks so bad, so killing people in less bullets helps me tremendously.
No, absolutely, I understand that. But what I'm saying, though, is why is a year-old played-out game, why is there better hit detection and better connectivity on that than a thriving game? There's more people on Black Ops than Modern Warfare 2, period. No questions asked. So why is it that the connection is that much better on an older game? Like,
because this game was unfinished and they weren't able, and plus they're stacking these games on this server. Y'all think they got extra servers, and they're stacking all these games: COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops. I guarantee you all three of those son of bitches are stacked on top of each other in the same freaking server, in the same freaking warehouse, and that's all they're doing. Haven't you noticed? COD 4, good connection. Modern Warfare 2, okay connection. Black Ops, shitty connection. The next Modern Warfare gonna have a worse connection than damn Black Ops.
I don't. That's the reason why I don't think so. Okay. Now I know Infinity Ward's not making it, but whoever's making it, like, for whatever reason, the Treyarch the connection between the connection and Treyarch doesn't quite fit. It's shit. It's shit. It's horrible. It's fucking horrible. Okay. Honestly, if the connection was better, if we had dedicated servers. All right, here's the thing, Guns. I was looking at your channel, man. You have 300,000 plus subscribers. I got 300,000 plus subscribers. Yeah. I could fucking Skype Hutch. Let's get them and Hutch was talking about this on the You Ain't Grizz Baby podcast. Let's get all the big name YouTubers, like we have supposedly not power, but we have an audience or whatever. Let's somehow influence. Let's figure out how we can make it to get dedicated servers. That would make the game so much more enjoyable.
That would be
for
awesome,
everyone across the board.
But that might have been the whole point in the beginning anyway, to get dedicated servers. To charge, if you can charge 3, 4, 5 million people $5-6 a month for dedicated servers, plus they've already paid what, $60 plus me, I paid $140.
But here's the thing though, you have to be able to still cater to the newcomers. So a newcomer, when they're like about to buy the game and it says, hey, you got to pay $5-6 for online, they're going to be like, I'm good, leave me alone. So the way that, this is my personal opinion, in order to make that happen, you need to charge, instead of $60 a game, charge $65 or $70 a game, and that does extra $10 a month, those extra $10 for the game. Well, I'm assuming, I'm no mathematician, I'm not an accountant, I don't know how much dedicated servers would cost, but if a game like MAG, which was not fun at all to play, was able to have dedicated servers, I understand that you're going to need more servers for it, but if you charge an extra $10 a game, we could have dedicated servers, and that would make everyone across the board happy.
It really doesn't cost that much more to have dedicated.
Let me be the devil's advocate about dedicated servers. I'm coming from a PC standpoint. Just imagine how many fucking Sniper Lobby, Nuketown only servers would be up every time you logged in.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying,
that's what
like, what I'm
dedicated
talking
servers
about.
are. That means they can create their own game thing and set the rules to it every time.
No, but what about dedicated servers strictly for console, where you don't have control to set up your own lobbies?
The thing with PC is that PC is more like a hardcore gamer thing, and so I know that we never really incorporate that. That's because we talk about consoles.
Well, PC used to be a hardcore game. PC game destroyed now.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Well, you may be talking about
a whole new podcast.
Yeah, I have nothing but respect for Dr. Disrespect and all the PC gamers out there. So
Dr. Disrespect plays on Xbox.
I understand that, but I want to make sure that he hears that Dr. Disrespect, you're my man. Okay, don't take the knife out. There we go.
ACR Dr. Disrespect, no recoil.
Please, awesome. Awesome sauce.
We gotta go ahead and start winding this down.
Yeah.
But what's the last thing on the dedicated server thing?
I just think that the dedicated servers for the consoles, it would be a more enjoyable experience, not only for the hardcore gamers that play it a lot, but also for the players that are just getting into the game. It would be less frustrating and more of a skill-based thing. I think it'd be.
I don't think they need to add anything though.
Be right back.
Just imagine how many servers it would take to control Call of Duty though. It's not like one server does the whole game. It doesn't do it that way.
Servers are not expensive.
If you make the call, here's the thing. If the next Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 was $70 instead of $60, everyone would still pay for it. They would still pay that extra money. We are not going to pay.
Not expensive, man.
We're not going to pay $60 for a game and then say, "Oh, we need to refill our monthly fee." That's not the case.
Yeah.
So I have no idea how much servers cost. According to Guns to Hire, it's not that expensive.
No, it's not.
Do you think that if every copy of Black Ops that got, or every copy of the next Call of Duty that got sold, if they were to say charge $70 instead of $60, that $10
it doesn't even matter, man. The propaganda and the marketing that Activision has sort of got a foothold on, even if they added $5 to the title, the fact of the matter is that these additional servers do not really cost that much more money. The amount of money, look at Black Ops, $1 billion in revenue, man. Easy could afford dedicated servers.
Yeah,
it doesn't really matter.
Here's the thing that y'all are forgetting. Activision makes a lot of shitty games on top of Call of Duty, and they rely on Call of Duty to pick up the balance.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's like, so I have a bunch of prostitutes. I got like 5 ugly ass girls, and I got the one winner.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They got the one, $400 hooker over here, and they got a bunch of 10s over here. And the fact is, they sell these 10s out so much to try new things and try to get more things. They lose money with these $10 hookers, and they expect this $400 hooker to take up the slack. And that's the reason you don't get dedicated servers.
Okay, so let's improve the 10. Let's just improve the money hooker. Let's just improve the money hooker just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I don't care about the other stragglers. I care about the one that
they care about their bottom line. And if making a decision on the next Call of Duty lessens sales on it or lessens money revenue, like let's say they make $900 million instead of $1 billion on the next Call of Duty, that's a loss for them.
Okay, Wins. Right now, if you were, this is an analogy. If you were a new YouTube commentator, you would try something new and different. People would be like, fuck off. But if you were an established YouTube commentator, you have the freedom to try different things, right? Okay.
And they would still watch.
And we would still watch. What I'm saying is, I think that through 7 or 8 Call of Duty games that have come out in this franchise, I feel that it's built up a large enough audience to have the leeway room in order to do something like that. If it was a brand new game, then it couldn't really try anything new. But it has the ability, it has enough of a following. There's so many people playing Call of Duty that it has enough of a following to be able to say, okay, we're going to charge an extra $10 because of the dedicated servers. I think that there might be a couple people who are like, oh, fuck that, blah, 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 but we dedicate enough money, I'm saying we dedicate enough time into Call of Duty that you would justify spending the extra $10. All right. Like there's $60 games that you could buy and play for 3 days.
I'm down to spend $10 a month for dedicated servers. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
No, I know, but you're a hardcore gamer though. You're a hardcore gamer.
I spend $500 a year for dedicated servers.
But you're gonna keep the average gamer paying $10 a month when you're already paying. You're already paying for you're paying
for your ass for $60. Leave that shit alone.
Hey, but I'm saying your average gamer, your dude that just plays off and on, that don't play as much as we do. We play every day, we play all the time. We spend time playing.
I depend on the noobs that don't know what the fuck they're doing in order for me to make videos. That's what I want. I do not want to discourage that. All these people talking shit to people that are doing bad in the lobby, I'm very caring. I want to know how they feel about it. I want to make sure that they feel welcome and at home. So, like, all these people, like, you have to make sure that you stick to the business model of attracting new people. That's what I'm saying. Charge $70 out the gate, because if you charge $60 and then say you're going to charge $5 a month, you're not going to have as many people come in as if you just charge $70 from the get-go. And then,
look at it this way, Blade.
Right. People will fork up an extra $5 or $10 on the initial, off the dick, on the initial payment to play the game. It's not going to kill anybody because people are paying. They're already spending. I spent $140 because I bought the whole package. I got the freaking car and everything. So people are spending that $5 or $10 extra dollars.
Look at it this way.
You bought the car?
Yeah, I got the car.
Look at it this way, though, Blade. Let's say you lose half your fucking community because of that $5 fee. It's a bad thing, right? Well,
you're not going to lose half. You're not going to lose the half.
It's a bad thing, though, right? You lost half your community, but that $5 for over 12 months is $60. You just sold 2 games to one person, so half your thing just equaled your full thing again. So if you only lose 30%, let's say you go down to 70, you're still coming out ahead that way.
No, I get what you're saying, man, but like, Call of Duty 4 was big, Modern Warfare 2 was huge, Black Ops is massive. It allows you to keep on building. So what I'm saying is the reason why Call of Duty is so successful is because it allows the noobs to first come in, that the new players, it allows them to play it. Like, everyone, when we first started playing Call of Duty, we didn't know what the hell we were doing, and then eventually either we stopped playing it, or we got really good at it and learned all the ins and outs of it. So I do not want it at all. I do not want at all to be able to deteriorate from new players coming in.
Blade wants a preserve for noobs to roam freely.
Hell yeah! Hey, I'll say this right.
That's how you make videos.
That's how I make my videos. Anybody that thinks that I'm going to go into game battles, or I'm going to go into competitive, or I'm going to go into some try-hard lobbies where fucking dudes are drop shot with 74 using FAMASas, you think I'm going to get a game? Yeah, keep dreaming. It ain't happening. I like Christmas noobs. I like fucking. Hey, no, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do, man. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. This is what I want to do, okay? I want to find, like, one of those retarded children's hospitals, and I want to get them a bunch of Xboxes. And I'm going to play against them to think they're getting to play with Blade, and I get videos at the same time.
I'm going to call you Wings, too. Anyway, dude, I'm, like, about to pass out.
We're about to shut this down. So, that's been Painkiller Already, episode 45. We've had Gun for Hire, your boy Big Snacks, your boy Blade. All their YouTube channels will be down here in the description of the link thing above on Podbean or whatever. And Dice, hit me up. You want to sell your fucking game? I'm the man you need.